Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60andMe. 60andMe is a community of women who are aging beautifully and who still love to play with makeup, skincare, beauty products, and I love to do product tutorials and reviews of things that I think are really of interest to older women. Our skin changes, our whole being changes as we get older, and makeup takes on a different purpose, I think. It's for fun, it's for pleasure, and to make us feel and look on the outside the way that we do feel on the inside. Now, a few weeks ago, I was on YouTube looking at different bloggers, and I learned a lot from the younger bloggers, by the way. They're just amazing. But there was a thread going on about if you could just choose one product in every category for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I thought, what a fascinating question that is, because, you know, I love to look at new products and new techniques and share them with you. But when it gets right down to it, my personal makeup preferences are actually very simple. So today I am wearing all the products that I have chosen, one product in every category. And I'm going to share a little bit about how I got to the decision about them, why I think these are particularly good products for me, and also for older women. I think that whenever I've looked at new makeup, it's always been through that lens. But let's get started. So the first thing is I do wear primers sometimes, but this time I did not wear a primer because if I had to choose one thing that I would put on my face before I applied my makeup, it would be a facial oil. And I've tried lots and lots of them, but my very favorite is Growing Younger Gracefully. It's a beautiful, scented, and just the right level of oil. It's not going to make your skin oily if you have that kind of skin, but for me, it's perfect. And I apply this before I put on any makeup, and that's what I would take with me. That would be my primer. In terms of foundation, now foundation, okay, I have actually looked at many, and I've just done a video on my top 10, and I really could actually choose 10 wonderful foundations that I would select, but I had a difficult choice because for me, foundation is almost the most important thing that you put on your face as an older woman. It just gets rid of the age spots. It just, gives you a nice canvas to work with and smooths all those, different imperfections. And we put them in quotes because everyone is perfect. But, when you get older, your skin changes. And so a good foundation is important. Now, here were some of my favorites that I had to eliminate. And if you know me from watching the channel, you know that this one is one foundation that I've constantly raved about. It's a $5 product. It's called Believe Beauty. It's from Dollar General. I love this foundation. It's so good. And if you've got a limited budget or you just want to try it, this is a great foundation. That one I had to eliminate. And I'll tell you why. You'll be surprised at the one I've chosen, I think. Of course, another one I love a lot is the number 7 Boots. It's the Hydroluminous. Not available around the world, but it's in the United States, but you can order it on eBay and other places. It's a great foundation. That was one of my other choices. The other one finally was Ciate London. This, for me, this was my runner-up because it is my perfect skin color, and I loved it, but I didn't choose that one. What was my favorite foundation that I would choose if I had to pick one for the rest of my life? It was Radiant. Radiant is an amazing, for me, foundation. It is a perfect color. I've got it on today. In fact, everything I've got on are the products I would choose to take with me for the rest of my life. But Radiant Wonderlight, it is a 20% SPF, a serum foundation. When I apply this foundation, it goes on so smoothly. It has a coolness about it I can't really describe, but when I put it on, it applies beautifully. I don't have to keep working it. It blends into my skin. It gives me great coverage. It lasts a long time. And I just love this product. It's, I think it's called Beige. I'll put the details in the section below, but this is my honest to goodness favorite foundation in the world. It comes from Greece. I bought it in Greece when I was on holiday about 5 years ago, and I just have never looked back. This is my third bottle. And it's affordable. They do ship worldwide, so you can get a hold of this if you want. And again, I'll put everything in the description box so you'll be able to compare notes. But Radiant Wonderlight foundation is my choice, the foundation I would take with me, the only one, the one I would choose. I love it. I really do. And this was a super hard process to go through. You can imagine, because I love different makeups, and there's lots of choice out there today. But Radiant was my first choice for foundation. Now, in terms of blush, and highlighter. Now, again, this is something that is just so hard because there are some wonderful products around. Hourglass, it's a bit shiny, but Hourglass, I did treat myself to. It's a little expensive, but I really did love it. I found this one, which was a palette of, it's a finishing powder, a blush, highlighter, and bronzer. And it's gorgeous, and I love it, but it isn't the one I chose. I'll put the details below though, because this is a lovely palette, and it's got all the 4 things you need: bronzer, blush, and highlighter, 2 highlighters. Revolution does a nice one, very affordable. This has got a blusher and highlighter and bronzer. I would say this highlighter, in my opinion, is probably one of the best. And this doesn't come with a mirror. It's not a fancy, I think it's under $10. But if you're looking for budget and you like a bronzer and highlighter and blush, Revolution, I think is a great option, but that isn't the one I chose. Finally, though, I wanted to mention this one. I just discovered this one, and it's kind of up there in the top already. But I wanted to choose one that I knew I'd worn, I loved. But this is Pixie. They've got a new line, it's called Nuance, and there's 2 different variations of these colors, but the one I chose, great mirror by the way, but it's got a beautiful bronzer, very similar to the one that I chose, a blush that is just a little bit brighter, and you'll see in a minute. It's super bright, but beautiful for summer, and you can always tone that down. 2 highlighters that are amazing. And by the way, I've actually just discovered a brand new technique for applying blush. And that is to put the bronzers, or the highlighters, excuse me, on first. Well, put your bronzer on first, and then put your highlighters first before your blush. And I found that it gives a glow from within. The blush, just for me, seems to work better. But what was the one I chose? Okay, the one I chose was by Terry. It's this by Terry product that I absolutely adore. Now, the challenge with this one is I think this was limited edition. So you might then want to look at the Pixie or the Hourglass, but this is the one I would choose. I would take this with me and use it for the rest of my life. It would be my one product for blush, bronzer, and highlighter. Now this, I'm gonna open it if I can. It's got a great mirror as well, but here are the colors. Okay, you can see the bronzer has been used a lot. It's a beautiful bronzer. It is actually similar to the Pixie color, and I love it. It's a kind of, it's between cool and warm. I can't quite describe it, but you can see I've hit pan with it. It's really been used well. And then these 2 highlighters are kind of a goldy white and the pink, which I love. Put that on next, and then this is the blush. And you can see it's not quite as bright. It's more of a rose coral, which I wanted. I wanted something with more coral because that's what I tend to love. And of course, it's my lipstick that I've chosen as well. So that is the choice that I would take with me for the rest of my life by Terry. It's the bronzer, highlighter, and blush. Okay, and by the way, it's a setup. All these details below so that you can find them if you are looking for them. Okay, eyes. Right, eyebrows have been my challenge for all my life, but I found something that there's really no question, and if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know this is the choice I'm going to make. It's the Maybelline Tattoo Brow. I've tried the Maybelline, it's called, is it called something, Absolute Temptation, which is more of a pencil with a spoolie, but this is a spoolie that, well, it's a brush that's really amazing. It's a very small brush. It's kind of like a little stubby one, but for me, this works perfectly. It's the right color. It gives me more control. I can get my eyebrows to the place that I want them to be. You know, nothing's going to ever be perfect, and eyebrows, in my case, are thinning, changing color, and so for me, that would be the one product I would take with me for brows. Easy choice, that one. Okay, in terms of eyeshadow. Now, eyeshadow, okay, I've got palettes all over the place. I love eyeshadow palettes. Even if I only use 2 colors from the palette, I still seem to be kind of addicted and obsessed with buying them. More palettes, the better. But when I had to choose what was the one palette or the one eyeshadow that I would choose to take for the rest of my life, I chose one single eyeshadow. Urban Decay Toasted. This, to me, is the most perfect, for me, eyeshadow ever. I'll just close my eyes so you can see. I love this eyeshadow. I put it on my lid. I took a brush and kind of brought it up over my eye, under my brow bone. This is just one color. It is the one eyeshadow I would not want to be without. I would take this with me, and it would be my one choice. Now, in terms of palettes, I don't know if I can cheat and mention a palette. Again, I've bought $50 palettes, I bought $10 palettes, and still, and I know this is going to sound crazy because this is not a high-end line, my Catrice, it's Pro Generation Nudes, is still my favorite. I just love this palette. This is my second one, and what I did, actually I did do a little cheating today because I chose one that was called Dramatic, and I just took a teeny little dab of that and put it on my eyes, just there. And it's a beige, beautiful beige color. I'll show you this one. It's right there. This one right here. And I love that color. I thought that was really, really pretty. They went together. But honestly, I would be happy with Toasted by Urban Decay, who I think actually do some of the best eyeshadows. And I like Anastasia, Beverly Hills as well. But this Catrice, this is the one I grabbed. This is the one I would take with me. It's called Pro Generation, Next Generation Nudes. Pro Next Generation Nudes. I love it. That would be my choice. One choice, and it's under I think it's like $10. Very, very affordable. The next thing I would talk about would be mascara. I would definitely take my eyelash curler with me. I think this is a Grandi Cosmetics one, which I adore. It's really good. It's big enough, safe enough that it feels I can use it on my eyelashes, which I curl today. And that would go with me for sure. And in terms of the mascara, again, I had so many choices. The Maybelline Falsies Lash is really good. I love that a lot, but this is the one I chose. My L'Oreal Voluminous, is it called Voluminous Lash Paradise? Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is my third time I've purchased this. There's just nothing like it for me. A lot of people love it. Some people don't, but I just really love the brush. I love the texture. I've got a couple of coats on today, that's all. But it's so easy to apply. It's got a beautiful brush, and it's my favorite. It is my favorite mascara. And so I would take it with me. And there's plenty of others that I could list as well, but this is the one I chose. In terms of concealer, I didn't mention that, but I don't actually do concealer very much anymore. But when I do, I use the one product only, and that is the Maybelline Age Rewind. It's been around for a long time. It's a drugstore product, super affordable. People love this product. I have two colors. I have this one, which is honey, and then this is a brightener. I think it's called brightener. And what I did is I put the brightener under my eyebrows, just to get a bit of definition. And that's all I used it for. And then this one I used under I did use it under my eyes, teeny bit of the brightener right in the corner. I don't know if you can even see that, but I get shadows in the middle there, corner of my eye, and the brightener helps a little bit. But honestly, I do believe with concealers that as you get older and you've got these lovely laugh lines and experience lines, there's not much point in worrying about your concealer under your eyes. It's going to catch, anything's going to catch in your wrinkles, and that's just how it is. But if I had to choose, and that's the whole point of this little video, to say what were the one product in every category I would take, it would be, that's two products, but it's one category. Well, it's two categories, but it's really a good product. Age Rewind by Maybelline. Maybelline does some wonderful, wonderful drugstore products. Lipstick. Okay, now no surprises here. This is going to be the one that everybody's going to go, okay, Margaret, I know your choice. And I looked at all kinds of lipsticks. There was a close runner-up. Where is it? The close runner-up was my Bobbi Brown in the color Guava, which I really like. It's beautiful. It's my second choice. If I could sneak a second lipstick, I would take this one. But the choice was, for me, no brainer, no choice, Estee Lauder Frosted Apricot. This color, I just love it on my lips. I've been wearing this lipstick for 40 years. Seriously. And in fact, a wonderful sister at 60andMe sent me this one because I couldn't find it. It's been discontinued. But now apparently it's back. And you can find it on eBay and other places, but Estee Lauder Frosted Apricot, that's my choice. Absolutely no question. And that's what I've got on today. In terms of lip liners, all of you are gonna know I love Kiko products. I have my Kiko lip liners in just about every color under the sun. This is 303, which I love. But I did actually, and there's another one by NYX, which is wonderful. It's called Natural. It's a wonderful brown, NYX. Again, very affordable, both of those. The one I chose was a bit of a surprise for me even, because I went through them all looking and playing and testing, is BH Cosmetics. BH Cosmetics is a waterproof, and I'm looking for the color Endora. I love this. It's got a really lovely tip. It is one that you sharpen, but it's got a really lovely tip. Waterproof, stays in place. It's more of a kind of it's a brownie pinky coral, which is probably why I love it, because it's just works with everything. Endora, and that's BH Cosmetics, and that ships everywhere too. So that's my lip products. And finally, on the lip side, if I had to choose one lip gloss, there's so many liquid lips and lip glosses now today, but I would choose my Fenty Fussy. It is the best, in my opinion, lip gloss on the planet. If I just had to wear, like, eyeshadow, lipstick, and lip gloss, maybe a little bit of blush, this would be that would be fine, beautiful for me for the future. But Fussy by Fenty is a wonderful lip gloss for me. I love it. So those are my choices. Now, finally, powders, setting powders. Again, Hourglass does some wonderful products, but I had to choose, and my runner-up was. This is so impossible, actually. These two were so close. Is Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. This, and I get the translucent one you can get in different colors, but Mineral Veil by Bare Minerals is, for me, one of the best finishing powders ever. It gets lots of great reviews from other bloggers too. It's not just me. This is really known as one of the best. But the one I chose was one actually that was recommended years ago by Wayne Goss, who's another beauty blogger, makeup professional. He's amazing. But he recommended this one, and I bought this about a year ago. And it's not even down to here. It's RCMA. It's RCMA, the original, and I think it's no color powder. That's what they call it, no color powder. It's translucent, basically. And that's what I've got on today. I just put that on over top of all my makeup, very light touch with a very light brush. But RCMA was the finishing powder that I chose. So those are the products that I would choose if I could only choose one in every category for the rest of my life. I think a lot of bloggers who did this sort of playful test or reveal chose products that they kept saying, well, when I get older, I'll need to do this and this and this. But I'm like, I'm 71, right, already, so so whatever happens from here, this is great. So I chose products that were good for a 71-year-old skin, and for the rest of my life, 20, 30 years that I have left on this beautiful planet, I would choose these. So this is the chance now, though, to have fun with the conversation, because I would love to know, what are your products? Like the one lipstick that you would keep for the rest of your life, the one blush that you would choose, the one eyeshadow or palette. Let's have a little chat about this in the section below, because every time I ask these kinds of questions, I get so many good suggestions. So let's have fun with it. Makeup, as you know, for all women of all ages, in my opinion, is for fun. Is just to make yourself look and feel positive and pretty and great, and just have a good time with it. And whatever you're doing today, just take care of yourself, stay strong and well, and I hope that you enjoyed this this reveal from me. These are my favorites. Maybe some of them are yours as well. So check in the description for all the links. And again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here and enjoying this fun journey with me. Take good care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.